Oy, 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 oy. Oy, 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 oy. Hello, friendos! This guy goes out of his way to be liked. He's a bit of a clown. He really wants to be loved, okay? You know, like when you're in school and you have that guy just does everything to attract attention? He's an attention-seeking, sexy man. Okay, so this happened, and why is he so black anyway? If he's Aladdin is not even black. All you outspoken friends, intellectual, comedians, sad, funny wannabes, and all you PCs, wait a moment. Think for a minute. Don't you know bad publicity gets fixed with a simple apology and all becomes good publicity? I'm not surprised about this, and you shouldn't be surprised either, okay? This white sense of entitlement, that's the key. Completely disregards other people's existence, experience, traumas. That is the problem. If you really want to consider the voting for him or not, think about the fact that this dude has given 47 millions in aid to Yemen, and yet at the same time he sold about $12 billion worth of weapons to Saudi, the country that is using these weapons to create this genocide in Yemen. Right there is something that you can think about before voting for this guy or not. I think the conservative will just do worse anyway, so but we have other options. They say knowledge is power, and seem like you are in a position to have all that power. And you studied, you traveled, you've seen, but are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Well, in this article right here, read it. You might understand. Some of you might say, that is just so sensitive. Sensitivity comes with trauma, okay? And that trauma, many times, yes, it might cause trouble, but it also causes awareness. And that awareness helps you develop intelligence. She mentions in this article two white girls in the university campus saying, I got a lot of sun and I'm getting tan. And there was this black or brown girl sitting a bit farther away. Oh, am I as dark as that girl? And pointing out the girl. When they realized that the girl realized, they just laughed and walked away. So the person completely felt like, what you doing? What the fuck? Is once again that idea that we are just a commodity. We feel left out, although talked about. We are not even worth your time while talking about us to take that extra second of saying, hi, you realized that we are talking about you, so therefore I acknowledge you. You can't just talk about it and point out and giggle and walk away. Yes, it is not terrible, but it's, if we are evolving and we are getting better as humans, as a society, then we should also take in consideration these small little things where, you know, someone's life matters. And she happens to be black, and black lives matter. Now, Danny Lafevriere, he is not the ambassador for black people, okay? He's been way too literal. And also, not to forget that blackface wasn't just used to ridicule and mock black people and demonizing us and, you know, dehumanizing us. Once all the ridiculing and all that crap ended, white actors, they would paint their faces black to play the role of a black person. Why just not give those roles to black actors? Such actions played fundamental roles in keeping the very small amount of successful black actors to a complete total minimum in show business. So that also is something that should be taken into consideration. If your ancestors didn't enslave us or treat us like shit, perhaps we wouldn't be in this situation right now that you might think that we are a bit too demanding. Remember, all of this is that sense of entitlement that you have that permission to do whatever you want. Understanding a life of a young, white, rich boy, son of a prime minister, that he had everything and could have acquired anything he pleased. What was there missing in his life that he couldn't get by just simply asking? But instead, he just showed that he was just this rich, spoiled, white, privileged man who exercised his sense of entitlement, and it's okay, but let's really understand what happened. But when you try to justify it by just saying, oh, but it was long ago, things were different back then, one thing becomes clear: you have no concept of consideration of history and appropriation, no knowledge of privilege. So there is no understanding of the position that he was in, to be a person who's awake. Now you empathize. Now you see yourself reflected. But now I see you too, my dear white friend. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, yo, yo, yo.